Welcome to session 6 of Direct Tax 2 of the 4th semester BCom of Mangalore University. Now in this particular session we are going to solve problems, simple problems on computation of house property. Let's look at problem number 1. Naveen owns a house property which he has let out at rupees 60,000 per annum. The fair rental value and annual municipal value is rupees 45,000 and rupees 54,000 respectively. He has paid rupees 6,000 as municipal tax and interest on housing loan amounting to rupees 12,000. Find his taxable income from house property. Now in this particular problem, standard rent is not given. But now the problem is we need to calculate the taxable income from house property. So I record over here, I record solution. I write the heading as computation of taxable income from house property. Computation of taxable income from house property. So I draw two amount columns. These two amount columns are needed for us as far as calculation is concerned. So I prepare two amount columns. And the first step, as we understand, we need to take what is called as the gross annual value. Now how do we calculate gross annual value? Standard rent is not given in the problem. I record over here annual municipal value. Annual municipal value, as we take over here, is given, which is rupees 54,000. I compare that with fair rental value. Fair rental value is given is 45,000 and I take actual rent received. It's given he has let out at 60,000 per annum. So this is actual rent received. And actual rent received given in the problem is 60,000. And when standard rent is not given, whichever is more. So if you see in this particular problem, 60,000. So I record 60,000 here in the outer column, and this 60,000 will be taken as the gross annual value. We can show this entire thing in the working note as well. So this is the gross annual value. Among the three, whichever is higher, whichever is more will be taken as the gross annual value. From the gross annual value, we have understood we have deductions under section 23, and we know that we have only one deduction under section 23, that is for municipal tax paid by the owner. It's given he has paid rupees 6,000 as municipal tax. So I record over here municipal tax paid. Municipal tax paid given in the problem is 6,000. So I deduct 6,000. I arrive at, from the gross annual value, I deduct municipal tax paid. I get 54,000, and this 54,000 is taken as the net annual value. And we know from the net annual value, we have two deductions. We have deductions under section 24. First deduction is standard deduction at 30% of NAV. Standard deduction at 30% of NAV. Now we have the NAV value, which is 54,000, 30% of that. So 10% is 5,400, 10,800. Then we have 5,400 into 3. That will be 16,200. So I record it here in the inner column. 16,200. So 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 plus 400 into 3, which is 1,200. So 15 plus 1, 16,200 is the standard deduction, which is available as deduction from let out house property. And also in this problem, it's given interest on housing loan amounting to rupees 12,000. So I record over here interest on housing loan. That is also given. Interest on housing loan amount given is 12,000 rupees. So total deduction under section 24 is 28,200. 28,200. And if we deduct from 54,000, 28,200, I get over here is 13 minus 8 is 5, 4 minus 2 is 2. So total 40, 48, 53. Yes, 25,800. And this 25,800 will become taxable income from house property. Will become taxable income from house property. So this is about the first question, that is Naveen's problem. So we have calculated the gross annual value, then municipal tax paid has to be deducted. We will arrive at what is called as the net annual value. From the net annual value we have two deductions, that is under section 24, standard deduction at 30% of NAV, which is 54,000 into 30%, that works out to 16,200. Then there is interest on housing loan given, which is 12,000. So total 28,200 to be deducted. So from 54,000, if we deduct deductions under section 24, we arrive at taxable income from house property, which is 25,800. Now let's look at the next question. Second question. Kiran owns a house property which he has let out at rupees 10,000 per month. He has let out at 10,000 per month. FRV of the property is 48,000. AMV is 65,000. Standard rent is 66,000. He paid municipal tax amounting to rupees 3,600. Find taxable income from house property if the house remained vacant for 2 months and interest on loan paid during the year was rupees 18,600. So rent per month is given, the house remained vacant for 2 months is given, and also we have interest on housing loan paid as well. So once again I take solution to this question number 2. I record over here computation of taxable income from house property. Computation of taxable income from house property. Taxable income from house property. So I will be preparing 2 amount columns which is required. What I will be doing is I will be taking calculation of gross annual value in the working note. We will check whether we need to go to step 4 or not. So I use space, I record over here note. I record over here computation of gross annual value. Computation of gross annual value. So for gross annual value calculation, we are going to go step by step. We have the annual municipal value which is given to us. Annual municipal value is rupees 65,000. Then we compare that with fair rental value which is given to us 48,000. Among the two, whichever is more. So we find over here 65,000 is more. I compare that with standard rent. Standard rent given in the problem is 66,000. So whichever is less, whichever is lower. So here I find 65,000 is lower, and this 65,000 becomes expected rent. And I compare that with actual rent received. Now in this particular problem, let out per month value is given 10,000 per month, and the house remained vacant for 2 months is given. That means it was let out only for 10 months. So 10,000 into 10. 10,000 is the rent per month is given. So and since it was vacant for 2 months, that means it was let out only for 10 months, which works out to 1 lakh rupees. And when I compare this among the two, whichever is more, and I see over here 1 lakh rupees. Therefore, gross annual value will be rupees 1 lakh. We don't have to go to step 4 at all, because we don't get expected rent as GAV. We get the actual rent received rupees 1 lakh as GAV. So the first condition itself is not fulfilled. Though there is vacancy, expected rent does not become gross annual value. So we don't have to go to step 4. In step 3 itself, we get the gross annual value. So I record over here, the gross annual value is rupees 1 lakh. As calculated in this working note, gross annual value is rupees 1 lakh. From this, we deduct deduction under section 23, that is municipal tax paid. So municipal tax paid is given in the problem. He paid municipal tax amounting to 3,600. So we deduct 3,600. We arrive at 96,400. And this 96,400 is the net annual value. Net annual value. From the net annual value, we have deductions under section 24. We have 2 deductions provided interest on housing loan is given in the problem. The first deduction is standard deduction at 30% of NAV. 30% of NAV. So you get 96,400 into 30%. 96,400 into 30%. So 96,400 into 30% would be was that 12? 18, 19, 28,920. 28,920. So 9640 into 3. 9640 into 3 is 0. 3 4s are 12. 1. 6 are 18. 1 19. 1 27. 28. 28,920. 28,920 will be 30% of NAV, and also interest on housing loan paid. So interest on loan is given, which is 18,600 rupees. 18,600. So total amount deductible is 20, 30, 38, 46, 47,520. 47,520 is deductible. So 0, 2, 9, 6 is 15, 8, 8, 16, 1, 17, 1, 47,520. So here we get 96,400 minus 47,520. That will give you 0, 8, 13 minus 5 is 8. 13 minus 5 is 8. 15 minus 7 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. So 40, 80, 88, 95, 96, 80, 95, 96, 300, 96, 400. So 48,880 will be taxable income from house property. Taxable income from house property. So this is solution to question number 2. So once again we can check, we can calculate the GAV in the problem. AMV is given, compare that with FRV, whichever is more. So we find 65,000 is more compared to 48, so that becomes answer to step 1. Then compare that with standard rent, which is 66,000. Among the two, whichever is less. So 65,000 is less, that becomes expected rent. Compare that with actual rent received. It's given the rent per month received is 10,000 and the house remained vacant for 2 months. That means actual rent received is only for 10 months, so that will give you 1 lakh. Compare that, whichever is more. So we take gross annual value is rupees 1 lakh. We don't have to go to step 4. Simple reason, expected rent does not become gross annual value. So we directly take GAV as 1 lakh, deduction in section 23, municipal tax paid given is 3,600, deduct it, you get 96,400 as the net annual value. Then we have 2 deductions. Deductions under section 24, standard deduction at 30% of NAV. So you take 96,400 and 30% works out to 28,920. And then we have interest on loan given, which is 18,600. So total amount deductible is 47,520. So from the net annual value, deduct deductions under section 24, you arrive at taxable income from house property, which is 48,880. Thank you.